Hello, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Wow, great. We already have a lot of people online. Thank you for joining us. Yes, this beautiful and peaceful Sunday evening. You're welcome, especially all our new guests. You're welcome. Please, can we know where you're joining us from? We already have our great trainer around. This is amazing. Thank you, Ma, for honoring us and being on time. Please, can we know where you're joining us from? I'm sure we have a lot of new guests in the house. Yes, you are enabled to share your posts in the chat group. Let us know where you're joining us from. It will be very amazing as this training is being recorded. All right. Thank you very much. We have our training quickly. Yes, great. Patience and Emina, thank you for joining us from Port Harcourt. All right. We also want to honor all our first-time guests. If this is the first time, you let us know. For this training, yes, is for you. Quickly, without wasting much of our time, I would like to introduce our trainer for tonight to you, our own very, very, very super forever business owner. Her name is Pastor Mrs. Ukamaka Nsugbe. Yes, of course, she loves being addressed as a pastor who she is. Pastor Mrs. Ukamaka Nsugbe is a wife and a mother of 3. And yes, she's also a co-pastor. Like I said earlier, she loves being addressed as that. She's a co-pastor with her husband for over 28 years. That's amazing. A creative director with divinity and an architect certified by the Canadian Architectural Certificate Board in private practices for 26 years now. Great one. She has had a successful direct sales record for 19 good years. A diamond manager in forever business and currently building a dynamic forever living product business for the past 16 years. That's amazing, Pastor Ukamaka. She has been among the top 10 of our business owners in Nigeria that I can testify to. She's among the top 10. Yes, for several years now. And she has qualified for so many global and local incentives. As a matter of fact, over 32 of them, and she has traveled around the world, all expense paid of this amazing company. Pastor Kamaka is also a seasoned lifestyle coach, a speaker, a trainer, both locally and internationally recognized. And with these great things attached to her name, she has come up online tonight to educate our new guests and encourage our forever business owners, especially this year that we are celebrating our 25 years in Nigeria. What an amazing journey. Thank you, Pastor Ukamaka. It's so nice having you tonight with us. Please, let's appreciate our trainer. Let's encourage her so she will know we are together with her in this. Yes, I love that heart emoji. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I hand over to you, Ma. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening, Kelechi, and good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. For those of us that have not seen this year, I've not spoken with you. Happy New Year is a great year, and I believe that it's going to be amazing. God is going to help us this year as we celebrate our 25th anniversary. All right, so I'm already sharing my screen. And today, I would love you to write down whatever question you have, because what we want is that at the end of this training, we would really want it to be that you make certain decisions. It's not just to attend the training. Whether you're already one of us or you're a new person, we want you to make a decision at the end of this training, either to be a part of us or to decide to take ownership of whatever it is you want to achieve. So forever, I have something up here, changing lives one person at a time. And that's what this business is all about. I am a personal testimony. It's not, my life has been changed over the course of doing this business. So many things have changed for me. Even if it's just the first thing that I can do a presentation. I'm not somebody who, I'm not naturally very social, and I'll be what you would call an introvert and not an extrovert. If not for maybe like let me say direct selling, I don't really think I would have as many new friends as I have, or as many people that I'm able to relate with. I've never really been afraid of talking, but I've not been good at socializing. So Forever has done so much in my personal life and in a whole lot of other things. So I'm going to start by asking you a question. Have you ever stopped to think about what matters most to you? I believe that those of us that are already part of this business, we have. But those of us that are guests, it's something worth thinking about. Just sit down, not what matters most to another person. Sometimes you take on a target, you take on a vision, you take on something because of what another person is doing. I'm not talking about what is going on around. I'm talking about you. Have you ever sat down to think about what is it that matters most to you? And then you ask yourself, why does this matter most to me? Why is this important? Why would this be a driver? Because if you don't know the why behind the what, it's not going to be very easy to achieve it. Because definitely in life, no matter what you want to achieve, there will be obstacles. So it's important to identify the what. It's also very important to identify why before we talk about the how. So would you want to, maybe get a new house? Is it about you maybe getting a better higher education, or you want to get your children to better schools? You want to be healthy, you want your family, you want to change your car. What is it that matters most to you? You know why I'm saying this? I'm certified, in Canada, to practice in Canada. But you know what? I did that certification because at some point, my elder sister was relocating. She wanted to move to Canada. I had a couple of people around me that said, oh, there are amazing opportunities in Canada. So I went ahead to do all my certifications for us to move. And then I thought about the weather. I'm not so good with cold. And I had to come to the point where I said, why do I want to move to Canada? And I realized that that dream or that vision to move and live there was not predicated by me. It was predicated by the things happening around me. So eventually, here I'm still in Nigeria, but I'm certified to practice there. So it's important to know what matters most to you and why it matters, because that would be a major driver. The next question I want to ask you is, and then for those of us who are already part of our business, at every point, what matters most to us evolves. When I started the business, what mattered most to me was different. I'll get to that maybe a little bit later on. But eventually, it started changing. So I believe that 2025, I think we all need to cast a new vision. What is it that I want to achieve in the next 5 years? Maybe I started 3 years ago and I have 2 more years to achieve something. Or maybe there is nothing in your mind as I'm speaking, but it's good to have a reason why you are doing what you're doing. If you don't have a reason, there's no way you're going to really drive it. Okay, so that thing you want to achieve, that thing you want to, accomplish, how do you plan to achieve it? Whatever it is that you've identified as what matters most to you, what's your plan? Is your plan a single income or multiple streams? In fact, right now in our country, all over the world, anybody who really wants to achieve something big, they are not building on single income. Now, it's not to say that a job is bad, because a job is practically the same thing as somebody who is a small business owner, or somebody who is owns their own little business, or who is what would you call it now? Maybe somebody who is the person owns their own personal business. The person is self-employed. Okay, so there's no much difference. Why am I saying that? If you look at predictions, the prediction is that by 2020, robots will replace so many human jobs. And that is not just paid jobs. If your business, whatever it is that you are doing as a business, is something that can be replaced by robots, you will be out of business. Whatever it is you're doing, if it can be replaced by robots, by AI. That thing means that the robot is going to get you out of a job. So you and I must look at what is it that we are doing. Right now we need to look at, upskilling. You need to look at working on yourself so that you'll be able to have opportunities that no robot can take from you. Instead, AI will be able to help you to do better, but not that AI will replace you. Okay? Now, you might say that 2030 is not real, but you know what? Before 2020, there was a prediction that by 2020, humans were going to lose roughly 5 million jobs. Did that happen? Yes, 2020 was the year of the COVID. A lot of people lost their jobs. And after that year, they were never able to reclaim those jobs. So are we supposed to be scared of AI? No. It just means that there's job transformation, not replacement. If I am able to work on myself, if I'm able to work on my skill, if I'm able to upskill, then I'll become better. The robot is not going to replace me, but I'll be able to see. If you look at all these pictures, you find out that if a parent can't upskill, a robot can take over your child's homework. A robot can take over your child's counselor. There are a lot of children now, they go online to get advice. There are a lot of children that when a parent gives them an advice, they go online to ask the robot whether their parent is correct. And it's only you and I that will work on ourselves to be able to be more important than whatever it is that your children are seeing online. So you can't say, I schooled how many years ago, so I'm not going to upskill. You have to know about so many things. You have to know about Gemini, you have to know about Meta AI, you have to know about chatbot, you have to know about every single thing that is going on, because if you don't know, sorry, you're going to lose the respect and the honor of your kids. Then if you come to your workplace, robots are replacing jobs. There are so many things now that a company can decide to employ AI to be able to do. They might not be physical like this, but then again, they are getting physical like this. So you need to look at yourself. What is it that I am doing now? I need to make sure that nobody, no AI, nothing would take my place. So even in our business, if I don't upskill, I would have customers that don't need me. A lot of times, your customer does not even really need you if you don't have personal skills, if you don't have customer service. If you've not upgraded your customer service, your customer might not necessarily need you. And they can actually pretty much take care of yourself. If you're always the kind of person that tells people, why are you asking me? Do it for yourself. You're going to make yourself irrelevant. So we have to find a way of making ourselves relevant. So let's look at Forever. I said it's my profitable pathway. It's my preferred choice. There are so many things outside there. And I said I've been in direct selling for 19 years total. But before Forever, I was doing something else. Why have I looked at this and called it is my profitable pathway? But then again, it's also my preferred pathway. Because I've done other things, I've been able to sit down and look at this organization and see what the company has to offer and why have I chosen. When I say, sometimes we sign for the business with our hands. Maybe you fill out the form, but a point will get where you sign with your heart. You really, really decide to embrace the opportunity. Forever is going to be 47 years this year, 46 plus, and it's still going strong. Now this year, Nigeria was celebrating 25 years. If you have a child and your child is 25 years, your child is an adult. And a lot of people get married between 22, 23, 24, 25, thereabouts. So you can't see a 25-year-old child and say the person is a child. Yes, the person is your child, but the person is an adult. So Forever has come of age in Nigeria. And that means that if I'm going to build a business, I need to look for something that has come of age. Why am I saying this? A lot of people are still, looking at other businesses. I don't have any problem with, I have a job and then I'm building Forever as my plan B. I don't have any problem too with somebody who has a job, who has a shop, who sells maybe bags, shoes and all that. and then it's still doing forever. Yes, it really depends on you if you can handle all of that and still have a balanced life. But there's a problem with if somebody is into our business and the person is still tampering with another multi-level marketing business. It doesn't make any sense, because every single multi-level marketing business has one product. Everyone has one product, and the product is people. It's not the item they are selling. The item is just a tool to do the business. The main product of any multi-level marketing is people. So why would you take your social capital and hand over to a company that you are not sure how long is going to last? So forever, 25 years in Nigeria, 47 years in the world, then it's a place, like I said, it's my preferred place. I said, this is forever. This is a place where you get healthy. And health is not just for somebody who is sick. No, health is all encompassing, emotional well-being, being happy, social well-being. WHO said that being healthy is not merely the absence of sickness. You meet people that tell you they don't take supplements because they are not sick. That's a very wrong terminology, because people think that unless they have hypertension or they have diabetes, then they are sick. No. Said being healthy means it's not just merely absence of illness, but it's a point where you are socially well, you're emotionally well, you're financially well, you're stable, you're mentally well. So in this organization, you find out that you have all aspects of health. You can do a business where you are happy. You're happy working. You get up in the morning and you're excited about what the day has to offer, because you're out there rendering service and changing your own world, changing your world and changing the lives of people around you. Now, this company was founded in 1978 by a wonderful man. He's late now, but he's still living. Rex, his vision is still living. So his legacy lives on. Rex Mon, 1978. There's something about him that has made me also change the way I'm doing what I am doing. He said the most important thing in life is to help others get what they want and need in their life. He started this business when he was already made. That's it. He already had money. He had made money from real estate, but he wanted to make an impact. So he started Forever. A lot of us have joined the business because we have a need. Fantastic. For every one of us that is online now, you're not just online because you want to stay healthy. If you want to get healthy, you don't need to come online. You just find out about the products and use it. But for you to attend a business meeting means that you want to see how can this business put some money in your pocket. So that's not a bad thing. The founder of the organization, he said that's what his plan. He wants to help everybody around him. He wanted to help, and the company is still helping to put money in pockets of people and for people to become financially free. Our company is headquartered in Scottsdale, Arizona. Some of us have been there, and we own the largest aloe vera farm all over the world. Forever supplies about 90-something% of the world's aloe. Okay, so we own aloe vera farms in the Dominican Republic and in Texas. We distribute products to more. You see, I'm using the word we, because we're all part of this. We're partners here. Okay, so we distribute products to over 140 countries, and Forever remains debt-free and family-owned. When you look at some business news, they will tell you that they are not so crazy. They don't really like it when a company says they are debt-free. They prefer when people are owing, because people believe that in business you must owe. It's not compulsory. Actually believe that when you owe, you're kind of a servant to the person you're owing. So if you can build a business without debt, I prefer it. Then again, at some point in life, there's some people that need that debt as a stepping stone. But the thing is, there's not a lot of people that can manage debt. So the fact that Forever is debt-free and is family-owned, I love it. So we're not afraid that somebody is going to come and buy over, or the company is going to be auctioned at any point in time. So it's a plus. It's a major plus. So let's look at Forever timelines. 1978, founded by one man, Rex Mon, in US. Then by 1981, Aloe Vera of America, the manufacturing facility was purchased. 1989, Forever opened in Europe. 1999, we purchased aloe fields in Dominican Republic. Then in 2000, Forever Living Products Nigeria officially opens. Before that time, there was business going on in Nigeria, but there was no office. And we thank God for Ms. Zoyemade, we thank God for the sacrifice that everyone that, invested to make this a proper organization in 2000. Then immediately after that, 2004, Forever opened across Africa. So when you hear people in other African countries, you find out that they are offshoots of Forever Nigeria. 2008, Forever Direct opened. Okay, then in 2011, a major, landmark for Forever was birthed, called the Eagle Manager Incentive. It's called the most prestigious incentive in Forever, and you will get to know as time goes on. 2012, Aloe purchased an additional farm, but in 2013, we had what we call our first global rally. Before then, we used to have what we call the Super Rally. Every year, we used to go to United States of America every single year. But, and then there were people that every single year, they used to travel around the world. If you're the top 2 in the country, you get to see the world. But 2013, the company decided that let everybody be able to see the world. That means go to the 4 continents in the world, and that has continued. 2017, 2018, we celebrated 40 years anniversary. It was amazing in Dallas. 2018 launched. What basically this is showing is that the company is not stagnant. There are milestones. At every point, the company is improving, getting better products, getting better at our products, opening farms, just trying to make sure that we're not behind. That's the same way you should upgrade, you should upskill. In 2024, that was last year, Dominican Republic, our field there is certified organic. That's amazing. For the company to go all the way out to make sure that when they say our products are natural, we can beat our chest and say, yes, they are 100% natural and there's no side effect. So when you offer or give somebody our product and they tell you, oh, I use this product, something happened, you can boldly say, if something happened, I know it's not our product. Or maybe you didn't use it right. Can I know how you used it? Let me say something here. I remember one day I was doing a training and somebody said, it's not true. Your products have side effects and all that. And I was written, okay, why do you say that? She now said she used our cleanser and then she had breakouts. Now, I was so confident because I used the product. Just like when somebody told me that our products darkened her, I told her it's not possible because I'm even lighter than the person. I said, I use the products. That is what I use. My cream, my bathing soap, everything I use externally. The only thing I buy outside is what Forever doesn't have. Okay, so I said, I use it, it does not darken. There must be something you're doing. And by the time we found out that this lady had toned before, she had bleached before. So when she started using our products, it returned her back to original color. That's just it. So, but then again, she was glowing. So this other lady said she had used that cleanser and she broke out. I said, how? She said she used it. She said, and I said, okay, what did you use? She now said it was an aloe cleanser. That after she finished using it on her face and she used it for 2 days. That look at her face. She showed me her face. She really had rashes, little pimples. And I said, how can that happen? It's not meant to happen. Then a thought came to me. I said, how did you use it? She said, how? She said she rubbed it. I said, She said she rubbed it. I said, Can you imagine? This lady thought our cleanser is like other cleansers. You use cotton wool and you rub and you leave it. So she was putting soap on her skin and she wasn't washing it off. So she kept soap 2 days. Why wouldn't she break out? So when I told her, our cleanser is meant to be washed out with warm water, she shouted. She went back and did the right thing. Her face cleared. So you need to be able to be confident about your product, especially if you use it. So I did something here. I said, being a part of Forever, looking at Rex, he had already made money from real estate. And when he started Forever, he started it because he wanted to make a change. When I joined Forever in 2008, precisely on the 28th of April 2008, I came in because I wanted residual income. And I said, what is it that matters most to you? What is the why behind it? Now, the why behind my wanting residual income is this. When I was in my BSc, when I was in 3rd year architecture, my dad had a stroke. He had diabetes, he had hypertension. He had a stroke and he died in my final year. He died in my BSc, my 4th year. And when my dad died, because I'm number 2 out of 7 children, my immediate younger one is a boy. He's the first son. And my mom was a civil servant. They looked at all of us and they called a family meeting and they told me I needed to stop school at BSc. I couldn't go on to do a master's because they needed the first son to go to school. So here was I came from a privileged background. My dad was not wealthy, but I had never entered a taxi in my life. So that's to tell you that we're not rich, but we didn't lack. So here was I in my final year, hearing that I will not continue my master's. And anybody who knows about architecture, you know that architecture, BSc is not a degree, you must do your master's. So I needed to get a job because when my dad was ill, my mom had to sell off things. We spent a lot for 2 years that he was ill, and he still died. When he died, my mom had to bring out his gratuity to bury him. And then she had her civil service salary. So how was she going to take care of all of us? My elder sister had just finished medicine. She was doing her house job. So what did I do? I had to get a job. So my master's, I worked in the 2 years. My younger sister that is doing business with us, she started working from her first year in university. So every time I thought about it, I could have stopped school. I told myself, you know what? Anything I'm going to do must be something that if I passed on before time, my children will have something to fall back on. I didn't want my children to start or have to go through what I went through. So everything I was doing, I wanted something that would give me a residual. Even as I was practicing architecture, I started thinking about investing in real estate, having properties, because I wanted something that even if I'm not there, or even if I'm there when I stop working, because definitely every one of us, you're going to get to that age where your brain, your physical strength, you can't do as much as you're doing right now. And then you retire. You retire from that active service. What happens? My mom, she retired as a DJ. I know what her retirement income is. That can't do anything. In fact, her retirement income as a director general can't take care of her in her old age. We're the ones supporting to take care of her. So I wanted something that when I retire, it's a fantastic fallback. So when I came into Forever, in fact, when I started direct selling, that was the reason I said direct selling. I wanted architecture to be my first passion, all right? But I wanted something that if I stop working, the income starts to come. So residual income is that income that keeps coming long after you have ceased active work. The work is already done, but the income keeps coming. So that's the reason why I joined Forever. So the very day I signed up, I opened a diary. I wrote my name, and I thank God for the lady that came to speak to me. And then I asked her, what do I need to do in this business to have a residual income? When she told me the amount, I gave her a figure. I said, even if I get to residual and I'm only earning 1M, I'm good. She was looking at me. I said, I am good if I get there. So you can imagine the vision I had on that day. So I said, what do I need to do to have a residual? She was like, no, don't go too fast. I said, no, I want to know. If I can't get there, I don't want to start. So she said, get to diamond manager. You would have built something solid. So that day, I wrote down on my diary, I am going to become a diamond manager in 5 years. I wrote it down. I said, by 2013, I'll be a diamond manager. Because I wanted to get to this residual income level as fast as possible. I'm telling you from my own myopic view. So that's why I joined the business, okay? So I started achieving my own milestone. By the next month, in May, I had become a manager. By June, I had become a senior manager. See, I was just racing, but I wasn't looking at the structure I was building. If you're ever going to build this business with us, if you build wide, you will earn a lot. But if you want to earn for the long haul, then you have to build deep. So build wide to earn a lot of money, but build deep to earn a residual. So by 1 year exactly, I had become a Sapphire manager. April 2009, I had become a Sapphire manager. And by then, I had qualified for all the levels of car plan. So I had picked the Toyota Corolla. I had picked the Santa Fe by 2012. I picked this one, Santa Fe by 2012. The X35, I think I picked it 2015. Then the next year I said, oh, no, we needed to invest in property. Okay, so but now I had a journey, but all my focus was diamond. I didn't get there in 5 years. I got there in 12 years. Did I get there? Yes. I got there in 12 years. 2020, I became a diamond manager. But you know what happened for me? Along that journey, I started experiencing other things that were not even in my vocabulary. When I joined the business, I wasn't even thinking about my health. I was looking at that restaurant. But this is me. If you can see the picture very well. When I signed up in the business, this particular one here was me. But before then, 2002, this is me. 2007, that's me. I had lost some weight, but if you look at my face pretty much didn't change over 5 years. Then I joined Forever Hair. Now, using the products, you can see that there's huge metamorphosis. I used to be hypertensive. I'm no longer on NDBP drug. And then I've lost the years as I've used this product. So I'm looking at myself. Over how many years, I became a person of value. I upped myself. I became somebody who I liked. I looked at myself. People were looking at, people wanted to associate with me. This is somebody that, when you don't have money, you don't have just money. You're somebody of value, because over the years that I was doing this, it wasn't just that I grew. I learned how to do presentations. I learned how to do public speaking. I learned a lot about wellness. I equipped myself. So 2020, I had arrived at where I said I wanted to be. With additional things, travel was never in my vocabulary. Travel was never in my dictionary. But okay, over the years, all over the world, all expenses paid. But do you know what? Coming to coming to 2020, I had to now review my business. What do I now want to do? It's now time for me to make impact. I think one of my laptop is off. Let me try to put it back up. So now it's time for impact. Remember I said, look at yourself. What is your reason for what you're doing? Don't do anything because of anybody. I realized at some point, I almost put myself under pressure because of what other people were working on. Don't do that to yourself. You need to look at what you are here in the business to do, not what another person is doing, not what any other person expects from you. Why are you in Forever? That's what you're supposed to look at. Ignore the rest, so that you will be happy doing what you're doing, so that you're not in competition with anybody. Be in competition with your last results, and then decide, I said, now I am on a journey to do what? It's now time to focus on impact. I know that some people get to this business, they achieve what they personally want. I can tell you that doing this business, as at 2020, I had achieved the reason why I joined Forever. But why would I stop? There are people who have trusted me enough to be a part of my organization. There are people who have agreed to join me on this path. And nobody achieves anything in anything by themselves. Even if you own a company, you must have had staff. So in our business, you did not achieve anything by yourself. So it would be very selfish of me to say, oh, now that I have arrived, I quit, I retire, I resign. No way. Now it's time for me to become a person of impact. So I want you to look at yourself. Perhaps you're one of those that says, you know what? Everything I want to achieve, I've achieved it. Okay? Or even if you've not achieved every single thing, but you can comfortably say that 80%, 90% of why you joined the organization, you have gotten it. Why don't you look at yourself and decide, you know what? I want to become a person of impact, because that's what Rex, that's why he started. Why don't you look at making a change in the life of the people who have agreed and partnered with you to build this business? What is it that makes Forever different? For me, the major thing is that Forever is the power of love. It's not a selfish business. It's not a me business. It's a business that was set up to change lives. to help people stay healthy, to help people become more beautiful, to help people make more money. In fact, to help people live better lives. That's what Forever is all about. So you and I must be people who want to render service, who want to change the lives of people around us, people who God has, brought into our sphere. There are people in your space, people that God has allowed in your space. You and I are meant to affect them. So you have the global opportunity in more than 140 countries to make an impact. Yes, to make money, absolutely. But also to go beyond that. It's not personal anymore. It becomes the organization, the family, the people that have trusted you to become a part of you. Just imagine if Forever decided, oh, all the people that have joined us, how can we make more money from them? That's not what the organization is all about. It's we are together in this. So that's why Forever is still investing. As much as they've invested, giving us amazing products, they are still trying to make things better for us. How can we make this better for them? How can we make the company organic? So that when you're saying that our products are natural, you can confidently say, yes, they are natural. There is no side effect. I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a pharmacist. So I don't want to give anybody anything, any product that tomorrow they will say, after I give them this product, this thing happened to them. I don't want to be a part of that. So you have to now know that the company has invested. We're the largest grower of aloe vera in the world. We grow more than 40 million plants, over 7,500 acres, and it's carefully nurtured. Our aloe is allowed to produce up to 5 years before they are harvested. They are matured, okay? And then there is no middleman. It's vertically integrated. Nothing is done for Forever by another company. So I love, if you listen to Donald Trump, you see that a lot of changes are going to happen in the US. But I thank God it's not going to affect Forever. People that manufacture in their country and supply US. We're not there. Forever has the manufacturing company there in the United States, has companies all over, has in Netherlands, but they're employing labor there. Here, we're distributing. So we're not afraid that things are going to change. Our company is vertically integrated. We're the grower, we're the manufacturer, we're the distributor of aloe vera gel, base, and bee products. And then Forever is a responsible organization. All the necessary certifications for you and I to do our business and do it with confidence. We're not afraid. They have done all the necessary certifications. International Organization for Standardization. Our aloe is 100% aloe, and they can attest to that. We have occupational health and safety certification. We have the Dallas Pre-Treatment Program Blue Thumb Award. And then, of course, we have our NAFDAC ID for every single product we offer anyone. So anybody who you're selling products, you can be comfortable to tell them we have all the necessary certifications. And we have experiences like no other. Recently, I think it was sometime last year, I decided to do an archive of all the hotels I've been to since I joined Forever. I don't think we'll have to. I would have shown you the very best. Believe you me, when you go top 10 tourist attractions in the world, I've been to 3. The fourth one would have been the year we qualified to go to Australia, and we didn't go. I've been to 3. I was traveling to, I don't know which country I was going to, and behind the seat in front of me, there was an envelope, there was a magazine, and they were posting the top 10 hotels to stay in the world. Guess what? One of the hotels is the hotel that we have stayed in, Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. So I didn't know when I started, I've stayed here. The people turned and said, looking at me, So I'm like, this company gives you experience that even if you had the money, you will not do that for yourself. So build this business and enjoy some benefits that ordinarily you will not enjoy. Even people who are working for the oil companies and all of that, they're not cheap like this. The company wants you to have fun and enjoy rewards as you build the business. So if you're somebody who loves traveling, like I told you before, when I started the business, I wasn't into traveling. Even right now, whenever we're traveling, it's like, oh God, but I enjoy it. But it's not as if you had removed travel from the business, I wouldn't have done it. I would have done it 100%. But now I have experiences. And my kids, from when we started traveling with them. So whenever I look at their passports are visa worthy. The children can go to anywhere they want to go in the world. And that's an opportunity that the organization has given us. All right, so you have money back guarantee on our products. They are 100% natural. They are bioabsorbable to your body. You take them, it's food. You're taking food, and food helps you correct. The good stuff is inside the inner leaf. There are people that tell you they have aloe in their house, and you know that it's not the Barbadensis Miller. Barbadensis Miller is the best out of the species. You have about 250 species of aloe in the world. Aloe is a cactus plant. So, and cactus is poisonous. Majority, they are poisonous. But you have the 5 that are not poisonous. And then out of the 5, Forever has chosen the Barbadensis Miller. So you go Google it. That's the best that we have. And for those of us that ever went to the aloe farm in Texas, we got the real aloe. We have it in Port Harcourt. We brought it back. It didn't spoil, it didn't die. We planted, so we have it all over. That is the real one. And what Forever does is just to open it and take the inner leaf. And those of us that have also been to the factory, that's, we all went there and we did it ourselves. They told us to come and be a part of it. This is our organization. So when we're telling you that this company has integrity, they say what they mean and they mean what they say, and they put their money where their mouth is. It's something that you're doing a business that you are confident that they're not going to fall your hand. Whatever it is they say they're going to deliver, they deliver it. So we have 100% natural products, high quality products anywhere. Even with the price increase, you're wondering, oh my God, who will buy? They are still buying. The only difference I've noticed that maybe somebody who used to buy 3 or 4 or 5 items tells you, what, let me just take 1 or 2. But they are buying. Why? Because the products are working. And I always tell people, even if you won't do the business, use the product. It's for your health. You can't afford to be sick. I used to say you can't afford to be sick in Nigeria. You can't afford to be sick anywhere. There's no point. You can't afford to be sick anywhere. So just take this and prevent illnesses. Take this and maintain well-being. Use something. And some people will tell you that they bought the products they couldn't sell. And I say something. If you bought products, use it. If you use your products, if nobody has agreed to buy, use it, bath it, rub it, drink it. And when you do that, I give you 1 month, 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Somebody will ask you what is happening to you. Your skin will change. You'll become more attractive to your neighbor. They want to know what you are doing. You're supposed to be the billboard that people are seeing. You don't necessarily have to even talk about Forever. If you use the product will speak for you. If you do the business, the results of the business will speak for you. Results speak more than anything that you say. So what do? We use products. Become your very best customer. Look inside your house. Check what it is that Forever has to offer. Switch brand. Change brand. Something will definitely change for you. How do we sell? We don't sell in the traditional sense. We share the products. We share the benefits of the products. What have you used? What did it do for you? I have a wound here. I was cooking and steam just burnt my hand. I didn't go nowhere. It's aloe vera jelly. Be a product of your product. Tell people, share your experience, and people will want to buy what you were using. Get 20 to 30 regular customers. You can give it as gift. You can share it as testimony, and you now make a sale. And a sale could be that somebody bought from you, or a sale could be that somebody signed up and bought straight from the company. Build a team. Talk to people about the opportunity. It's always good to let them know that there is a business behind this product. But I understand that you want to use products. That's fine. I just wanted you to know that should you use this product and it's working for you, and you want to make a little bit extra cash, there's something behind. Then some people come in like us that from the onset, we knew what we wanted to do. So find out how you can build a team, and we have systems and tools. Talk to your sponsor, talk to the person who invited you. We have tools that you can use to build your business right in the comfort of your home. But you must be somebody who doesn't build your business like pastime. You can do a business full-time or part-time, but never pastime. It's not a hobby. This is a business. And every business has its own rules. You must invest in your business. You must invest in social, you must invest in your mind. You must invest in your emotional intelligence. You must invest in your business for it to become a business and for it to produce for you. So find out the tools that you can use to build your business, and you start to try. What is Forever? It's a network marketing business opportunity So it creates extra income by selling a high quality products, referring it, recommending it. People get involved for 4 main reasons. I told you: financial, personal, flexibility, products. So some people will join your business for product use. Don't be bothered. Don't bother about how people join. As long as they join, eventually people evolve. Some people start out, they're just here to make money. But then again, they now look, okay, maybe I can use the products. Some other people say, okay, I want to grow. It doesn't matter how they join. As long as they become part of your business, other things can evolve. So don't be rigid about how they join. What forever is not a job. It's not something that you just fill out a form and then it begins to work. It does not work automatically. You work it. You work your business. You earn as you build the business. I will take questions. I'm seeing an Abubakar raising hand. Please, I'm almost rounding up. I'll take questions. Yes. Okay. So who can join forever? Anyone, everybody. As long as you're up to 18, you are eligible. Forever does not select education, does not select religion. It doesn't select anything. As long as you have a dream, you have a reason, you want to use the products, you want to sell the products, you want to build a business, you are free to join. Once you're up to 18 years and you can talk, you're welcome. What do forever business owners receive more? Extra money. You have more time to build life on your terms. Okay. I like looking at my life. It took us time to have kids. It took me 7 years to have kids. And by the time we started having the children, we didn't want any house help looking after them. So I was the primary caregiver. Okay. And so I needed to do something that my time was mine. So I just stopped school run 2 years ago. Yes. Because our last daughter is in 200 level now. So my schedule was drop them in school, use that 4 to 6 hours to somersault, do anything I want to do. Once it's time to pick them from school, I pick them from school and I've closed for the day. So that was my schedule since 2008. No, before 2008, from 2006, 2007, 2004, 2006 till 2 years ago. That's my time. And you see that you can accomplish so much. You have more time for your family. Once your children have left home, they've left home. So I was very particular about these children that took us time to have. I needed to be here home. My husband is working. So somebody needed to be there to invest. So right now we have wonderful relationship. Our first daughter is in camp. Somebody would ask her, who are you talking to? Because I know what is going on. We're chatting every minute. We're friends. Because your children get to the point where you become friends with them. So we needed that time. So build something that'll give you more time to build life on your terms. Be in business for yourself without the overhead costs. You can build it from your house, you can build it anyhow. Gain training, support from your sponsor, your team, from the organization. This is an amazing company. You get trained free of charge. Potential to earn bonuses and receive incentives, the car, the travel. Put in the time that fits into your schedule. If you're building this business part-time, please, you can do it. Just fix a time, give yourself a time. You must give it time. But the time you give it depends on you. No auto-ship. That means there is nothing you must do. However, if you're building the business and you want to achieve certain things, we'll tell you this is what you need to do. But that's because you've made the choice. Not if you don't make the choice, all right? Then 35% discount as you become an FBO. Okay, as I round up now, this is our compensation plan. When you start out, everybody starts out as a Novus customer. Sorry, that's 5% and not 15%. 5% discount upfront. You can buy the box immediately and become part of the business. For me, if you buy the box, it's at heavily discounted price. If this is heavily discounted, I know that so some people it sounds high, but there's no business you can really start with this amount. But this is a business that when you start with this amount, your life can change. Every one of us started like that. So when you start with the box, you are already in business. You get products at discounted prices, and then you can start sponsoring. You can start, in fact, you already start on a platform. So what do? You learn how to build. You learn how to attend trainings, learn what it is to be all those things, you learn it in the process. But you decide your journey. You decide your speed. Nobody tells you what to do. This is what I did. The person spoke to me and I said, what do I need to do to get the residual? And she told me, get to diamond manager. I said, what does it take? I said, get to manager first and then start working with other people. So it's good to know. It's good to know. We have our company policy. I read that company policy. In fact, not just we read it as a team. I read it for 3 years. I wanted to know everything that I'm entitled to building this business. And every time they update, I want to know again. All right. What's the option B? Just enjoy the products as a preferred customer. I have people that have used the products they used it for 2 years, 3 years before they decided to do the business. It's okay. In fact, those are the people that last longest in the business. Anytime you hear somebody stopped the business, know that the person wasn't using the product. So it's important that the people that join your business use the products. That's a major thing. So join, even if you don't want to do the business, use our products. You'll be glad you did. You get 5% off all our product purchases. And if you have questions, I'm here to answer our questions in the next couple of minutes. Maybe you can post them. Then for those of you that are ready to build business, I want to just say, we look forward to welcoming you into our forever family. This is an organization where everybody has a sense of belonging. You can get help, even if you don't know. There is nothing that you need to achieve in this business that you cannot learn. Every single skill you need to achieve in our business, you can learn it. So once you're somebody who is open to learning, there is nothing you can't achieve. So I want to say thank you for being a wonderful audience, and then I'm going to take our questions. Kelechi, let's know if we have some questions, please. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. So let me look at the chat. Thank you. I'm looking for questions. Somebody said, can losing hair be stored, or is it okay? Do you mean can it be stopped? Yes. We have an amazing testimony even in our business, Pastor Pat's daughter. You can use a combination of course, you use a shampoo or conditioner. Garcinia Plus grows the hair. Then you use a combination of our jelly, honey, MSM gel. Your hair will grow. Okay, I'm trying to see questions. Okay, I think I've answered that. What are the questions? Okay. I'm not seeing questions. I've just answered one. So Kelechi, over to you. I don't know whether anybody has a question, maybe since you're a host, whether you can unmute. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Josephine. I've seen you. Thank you. All right. If we don't have any question, I think we're right on time. Thank you, everyone. I'm really glad that we got value. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, there's a question. What's that question? All right. Okay, somebody is asking if you can get the slides. Yes, you can. Maybe reach out to Kelechi. Okay, I can send the slides. I want to be sure who you are. Yeah, I can send to Kelechi. And we have a standard slide anyway from the company. So Kelechi, note him. I hope I'm pronouncing the name well. Didier Duhamel. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name very well. So I'll send the slide. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have your email, Kelechi. I have it. Okay, so Rose is asking, how do we handle the business now with the price increase? Let me make you laugh. I sent somebody the price of jail, and just said, Jesus Christ. So I replied and I said, my sister, I don't blame you. I also felt like that. Then she was calm. And then I said, you know what? Everything has gone up. And it's not really the company's problem. It's our exchange rates, you know, and the value of the product is going to keep you away from the hospital. She kept quiet for a while. She didn't answer. So don't argue. Don't argue. The products are not cheap, just like any other thing that is of value out there. Just calm down. Tell them, yes, I totally agree with you. Then she now said, it's only God that can help. I said, yes, God is helping all of us, and He will provide for all of us. And are they buying? They are buying. The only thing now, I wouldn't lie to you, I'm trying to do some promos. So anytime you see a promo, try and let them know that there are things. This is our 25th anniversary. Just look out for promotions. And then anyone you can offer, try and offer. Find a way to cushion that effect. But don't argue. Don't argue. And don't get discouraged. Everything has gone up. I'm sure if you enter the market, it's not the price you saw something yesterday. And you wouldn't say you wouldn't buy. Highest. I know some people change brand, but because Forever works, what I've noticed is that they reduce the quantity of what they buy, but they still buy. They still buy. So that's how I'm handling it, Rose. And I'm being very positive. I don't get upset. I answer them. I said, in fact, and then I pray for them. I say, God will provide. God will bless you. God is going to make that money available. And from time to time, I check on them. And then, like I said, if you have anything to offer, any promos, just offer. But follow them and shout, my God, even me. Okay, all right. Kindly send what? The combination. Oh, I should say, please write down. I won't remember. Or you tell your upline or sponsor to write down. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm seeing your message. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, sir. Okay, please. I don't know who your upline is. In case you're a new person, let the person reach out to me. I can tell the person to send it to your email. I'm almost certain I won't have that time. Okay. All right. So Kelechi is telling you that we have all the trainings on the YouTube channel. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so Kelechi, over to you. I believe I've answered all the questions. Today is Sunday, so that we don't take people's time. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed year. Enjoy 25th anniversary. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.